Coming up on this episode.
So now, the moment of truth.
Whoa, let's take a look at that thing. So right now, apparently these things are going because there's sun on them. Isn't there, honey, or no?
Yep. I'm gonna hook up the power now.
You're gonna hook up the power now?
The array's gonna start generating power right now.
Because there really is nothing but full-on Saskatoon bushes. Try and find one Saskatoon in there. And look at that. That is something else, honey. I didn't expect it to look like a miniature house.
Well, it has to be thematic.
Oh boy. Yeah. Are we gonna have a red roof too?
We are.
Are we really?
Yeah, we are.
I love that. That's really great. After everything else moves to a grander home, couldn't get much grander than this one. Probably our fishing poles and our gardening tools and stuff will be in here. And I really love it. I think it's just absolutely adorable. It's gonna have a red roof.
I think this will be great.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's so cute. I was not expecting that at all.
It kind of took on a life of its own.
Yeah, like we'll just kind of close it with some plastic or something.
Until I build a door.
That's kind of what I was thinking though. We'll just have a little plasticky enclosure.
Yeah.
But there we go. And then we are going to do the siding at some point.
We are.
Won't that be fun? And there's our water treatment tank. That'll be really nice. And then I got the tiniest bit of gardening done. And our smoke is gone. I mean, there is a tiny blue haze on the mountains there, but not too bad considering. And I got all of my lavender done. Today's the day.
Yeah, today's the day. I'm going to install this cement board. The inverter is going to go here, and the cement board protects everything from heat.
So
right?
Does the inverter go on the cement board?
Yeah, sure does.
Okay, I thought you were showing that it went above it.
Well, the cement board's going to go up here.
I see, yeah.
So the inverter will be about here.
Okay.
The cement board is going to be from here down.
Yeah. And so it's the inverter that's attached to that, and that's to why?
Because the inverter can generate a lot of heat, and if there's a fault, it can generate tremendous amount of heat. Cement is non-conductive, won't burn.
Okay.
So we need that thermal break between the wood and the inverter.
Ah, okay. So it could be dangerous if somebody did that without something like that.
You absolutely need this. No question about it.
Okay.
So I have to put some backer pieces in, because when I drill the inverter in, I want it to be in the center.
All right.
And so I'm going to have to put some pieces in here first. So we'll come back in a little bit when that's done.
Okay, great. What do we have here?
Well, I installed the back framing. I had to install an extra piece here because this board just didn't quite fit inside.
Right, yeah.
So I installed back framing here. I installed some back framing here and some along here just to give it extra support.
Right.
So now, the moment of truth.
Whoa, let's take a look at that thing.
We're gonna hang this baby up here.
Whoa. Look at EG4.
Yeah. There it is. So I have to take this cover off so I can screw the bottom parts in.
Uh-huh.
What we have here is PV1 and PV2, so this can take 2 strings.
Okay.
And we're gonna install our temporary string in the PV1.
This is exciting to think that that's our power system right there.
Yeah, this will give us enough for the summer to do anything we want. Excuse me, I'm just gonna drop that out. And it comes with all these things, right? This is a box extender. It goes here because it goes somewhere here. And what it does is it connects your batteries, and this is to make it legal in Canada.
Okay, well that's important then.
And these are different grommets and stuff to connect your wires. This is communication between this and the batteries.
Okay.
This is communication between this and another one of these.
Are we getting another one of those?
Yeah, we will. We have another one already.
Oh, we have another one.
Yeah, we've got 2 of these, but we're only going to install one right now.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to go get a manual and hook this all up. I'm going to need my electrical tools. We'll be good to go.
An EG4 6500 EX-48.
48 volt, 6,500 watts. So we have another one of those, and that'll give us 13,000 watts at 240. Right now that's 6,500 at 120.
So like what could we power with all of that power?
Anything.
A dishwasher?
Oh yeah. 240 volts is required to run the toilet, and it's also required to run the pump. Right? Everything else we can run at 110 or 120 in the cabin.
Oh, I see. So this water container here is our new water system.
This is a pressure tank. So it just holds water. When we pump water into it, it's got a bladder that inflates. And then all you have to do is turn a tap on, and then the bladder wants to push the water out.
Inside of that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding. I didn't know that.
This is what gives you pressure at the tap.
Oh, I always wondered how that worked.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind passing.
Sorry?
It's all right.
What? What would you
try
like me to pass you?
My tool belt, but
Oh, I'd be certainly happy to go and get your tool belt for you. Let me do that now.
so I'm just hooking up the DC isolator. And when you're dealing with metal screws inside plastic boxes, what you want to do is turn the screw backwards until you hear a click.
Oh.
And then what that does, it lines the threads up. If you don't do that, you run the risk of cutting new threads. So you run it back till it goes click, and then you can screw it forward.
Well, that's a nice trick.
Yeah. Now,
Wow, this is kind of neat. I haven't seen this yet.
that's off. That must be on. That's on. See how it's got a little on there? So on is up,
Okay.
and off is down. Now these things are kind of cool. I'll show you the inside. Because it's not what you'd expect. Normally when you wire a switch, everything lines up, right? But if you notice here, the positive and the negative are in these two, and if you go down underneath,
They're opposite.
they're opposite, right? How would I have known that? By reading this.
You read the instructions
You
that
have to.
Opal left with you.
Yeah, you have to. So what we have here is a straight 2-pole switch. That's how we're using it now. And it says 1 and 3 are connected to 2 and 4, which are down here,
Yeah.
2 and 4. So it says 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, and then it says 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
That's right.
Good job. And this is the inner workings of the actual inverter.
Yeah, so all I have to do now is hook up the inverter to the power panel.
No
That's
way.
it. Yeah, so I'm going to do that.
But there's a really, really strong chance of shock and electrocution. So where does that happen?
It's not going to happen today.
But when does it happen? How?
Well, if you don't, like here, I put this breaker in, right? So basically what this does is isolates, these will go to the batteries. Okay, so the batteries will be charged from the inverter, but the batteries will also feed the inverter,
Okay.
and which will then feed the power panel.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah,
Are you excited?
I am.
You're super excited right now?
I am hopping excited. If I had pom-poms, you'd see all kinds of neat stuff. Okay, so that's off. That means no power can come from the array, which is what we want. We don't want any power to come through from the array to here while we're working on this. So that's what this isolator is for. Because the array is always generating electricity, whether it's connected or not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, always. If the panels are in the sun, they're making electricity.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's whether you connect it to anything or not that determines if you're going to actually harness the power of the sun.
So you're going to need a terrific amount of wire to get all the way back to the shore.
It's already there. See
The
this?
the wire's already there?
Yeah. See it?
Oh my word. It's going through there. It's wending its way through the forest.
Yeah.
Let's go down there, shall we?
Let's go down there. What I want to do next is run wire from here to the panel. So I'm going to go through that little hole there.
So the panel is in the cabin. And there's a little hole in the cabin. And we have a full-on box in there. And it's just getting more exciting every moment.
Yep, so I'm going to go get the wire, hook up the AC, and once that happens, then I can hook up the panels, and then we can turn this thing on.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I'll have to configure it, but shouldn't take long to do that.
And you know exactly how to do that?
No, I got to read the instructions.
Oh. Okay, so that wire there is going all the way down here. This wire is called... Oh, careful, my lavender. Oh, dear.
So this wire is actually pump wire,
Oh,
but it'll suit our purposes temporarily. We have specialized PV wire coming.
oh, we do?
Yeah,
So it's not going to hurt anything if we use this, is it?
not at all. We're within spec. Each wire is rated for a certain amount of volts and a certain amount of voltage drop over a distance, right?
Right.
So this is within spec. I did all the calculations.
Yeah, okay. Well, here's our panel, and here is the wire. It's taking us all the way. This is really quite something. Oh man, I'm just overflowing.
So I'm gonna hook up the power now.
You're gonna hook up the power now?
The array is gonna start generating power right now.
Okay, be careful that you don't electrocute yourself.
I won't.
Yikes. Oh, did you just do it?
That's the positive.
That's the positive right there. Okay, and then...
Oh, I'll show you something.
So he's done these panels a tiny little bit different, meaning that they'll be getting the sun at different angles, but very, very slightly.
See,
Okay, so what are all these? Do they connect them to each other? And so there's a constant current through every
Yeah.
single one.
yeah, so basically each one of these generates, roughly 48 volts, right? Between 48 and 50 volts.
Oh my goodness.
What I just did is I connected these two in series. So this is 100 volts, 200 volts, 300 volts. We've got 300 volts now. That's why I can use a skinny wire, right?
So 300 volts. So 300 volts would translate into how many
Watts?
dishwashers and fridges?
300 volts, you want to convert that into amps, and then that'll tell you how much, and convert that into watts, that'll tell you how much you can run.
Oh man, this is just getting better all the time.
So,
Did we see this, honey, when we were in that tent with the campfire? I didn't see this.
with the campfire?
Yeah, just a campfire to cook over, just a tent to sleep in last year.
Yeah,
Now here we are, living the high life with power.
here we go. So here's the negative.
That's the negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're getting,
So the green and black is the negative. The red and black is the positive.
no,
No, just the red.
the red is positive, black is negative, green is ground, but we're not using ground.
Oh, we should be using ground.
We will. We're not using it just yet.
Oh dear.
This is all temporary.
I feel like electricity doesn't care if it's temporary or not. Okay, what literally just walked past me like it owned the place?
Yeah, maybe a muskrat.
What was that?
They're pretty bold.
A muskrat?
I think so.
Are they cute?
Not really. Once we create a metal stand, we have to absolutely ground it. I don't know if you have to ground these without them being on a metal rack. I have to check that.
Because I feel like electricity doesn't really care about those
I
things.
feel like it's something I need to look at for sure.
Yeah,
So these are connected, they're live.
they're live right now.
Yeah, this wire is charged. It's got 300 volts in it.
So what do we do? Like, it makes me nervous having a live wire out here.
We have lots of live wires all over the place. We just have to be careful with it. Right? Because when we have the generator wires, they're connected to the generator, they're live. Anytime you have an extension cord, it's live. Right? Anyways, I'm going to go read the manual to see how to commission this thing.
So are you going to read first?
I'm going to hook this up, then I'll read.
Oh no.
I know this stuff. I know this stuff, honey. It's just the powering the thing on. It's called commissioning. I'll read about that.
Okay, here we've got, where is this thing?
Right there.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
Right, that's where the panel is on the other side of the cabin.
So what I'm thinking of doing is just running it across up top.
With a tin roof?
No, from here to there.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll walk under it.
Oh, okay. What would a person normally do?
Put it in conduit.
Oh, we should probably do that then, eh?
Yeah, we can. We'll have to buy some conduit.
Just with the wind and everything.
Well, you see this a lot, honey.
We have conduit though.
We don't have the right kind.
No?
No.
Oh man, so are we gonna like completely blow the cabin up at any point? I mean, it's all well and good until it becomes dangerous and, you know.
It's all fun till someone loses an eye, right? Okay, so what I'm doing, this is our load center for the tiny cabin, okay? This blue wire here is simply our feed from the generator, and that was just a temporary thing so that we would run it over to a power bar and run our stuff with a bunch of extension cords. But now that we've got some circuits installed, we won't have to do that. Because this is a 240 volt panel and we're feeding it with 110, there's a couple things we have to keep in mind. What we have here is 120 volts coming from our inverter into a 240 volt panel. A lot of people ask, how do you bring 120 volts in safely to a 240 volt panel? There's a couple of ways you can do it. 240 volt panel has two legs. Leg 1, leg 2. These are in 240 volts. These are 180 degrees out of phase. Okay? Why is that important? I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so if you want to bring 120 volts into a 240 volt panel, you have to recognize this is fed by this side, that hot. This is fed by that hot. So they alternate. This, all the way down. So the way I have these arranged is all 6 of these breakers are fed by this leg here. This is one way to wire 120 volts into a 240 volt load center. You just put your breakers on the leg that's energized and you leave the other breakers, or you leave the other spaces empty. There's another way to do it. You could actually take this hot and feed both lugs. You could simply jumper from one to the other. And then that way you could put your 120 volt breakers anywhere because both sides would be energized. I don't like doing that because somebody could come along with a 240 volt breaker expecting it to work and it wouldn't. And it could cause all kinds of problems.
But who would that somebody be? I'd say nobody.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Right? So
I mean, I could try and do that.
for safety reasons, I recommend leaving one leg completely empty if you're bringing 120 volts into a 240 volt panel and wiring it like I'm about to show you. So, take your hot. You connect it to your hot lug. What's the number one rule when you're doing anything with electricity? Number one rule, make sure your connections are tight. If they're not tight, they can arc, and that's how you get a fire.
Also, wear rubber heels.
Yeah, you can wear rubber pants too if you want. And here we're going to put our neutral in. Lastly, we're going to put our ground lug in. It's going to come in from this side, I guess. And I'm going to tighten that up good and tight. So again, we have 120 volts here. We've got our neutral and we've got our ground. Okay?
Okay.
Only one side is hot. That's this side of the bus. That bus there is ignored. So that's why these spaces are all ignored. Okay? That's a safe way to do it.
I'm kind of scared to touch this stuff. But Ryan told me I'd be okay as long as I just don't bite it. But then I don't want to touch that either.
These are okay. See?
Oh.
You got a glass cover over everything.
So right now, apparently these things are going because there's sun on them. Isn't there, honey, or no?
Yep. They're going.
There's no direct sun, is there?
Pardon me?
Like there's no sunshine, it's just kind of a glow.
But it's getting it's called insolation, and what that means, it's solar radiation. And it's picking it up.
Okay, so where can you test how much you've actually got coming out of those panels is what interests me.
As we can see what's being fed right here.
Oh. Is there like some kind of digitalized thing that shows you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the meter.
Okay.
Now, on a super sunny day, we should get 8 times 50 is 400 volts. Okay?
Oh, this is where we see it. We don't see it on something there?
Well, we will. We'll see it on that after.
Okay.
But I'm just going to put it on here. This is on the hot side. We have 280 volts.
277.
Yeah.
There's lost a volt.
Yeah.
A revolt. Oh man, this is kind of neat. I'm excited to look at that panel all lit up, which has actually got some stuff going on here. It says, remove this label before installing cable gland. Did we install the cable gland?
That's what these are. That's what these are. That's that extender box.
So what's that there for?
This used to be just right here. I just needed a place to put it.
see. Okay, well,
So we've got 280 volts across 6 panels, which is really good.
that's not bad.
Yeah, that's like 45, 48 volts. That's pretty good.
He
Okay.
wanted such a wide overlap there because he has a really good point. A lot of moisture, rain, snow at some point will come, and we don't want anything coming in to this little hothouse. I call it a hothouse because it's literally dangerous as all get out. Okay?
That's right.
The road to getting power on our little island has been a long one, but we are nearly ready to throw the switch and start feeding our tiny cabin with 120 volts of clean solar power. After that's done, I plan to wire up the bird bath and get the 240 volt incinerator toilet off the generator. That will be so nice and so quiet. For now, we are taking a break to go visit Berry Point and have a look at Saskatoon production.
I came here a couple of weeks ago and there were a lot of Saskatoons and I was really looking forward to them.
It was a bumper crop.
Yeah, now, look, there's literally nothing.
What are these, honey?
There's a couple here. Those are rose hips.
Oh, you can eat those too, right?
Yeah, I think you can do something with those rose hips. They're supposed to be really, really healthy. Vitamin C, I think.
Can you eat them right off the tree?
I think you can. I feel like I have. See what I mean? Now, they look really unhealthy and small, too. They just look really, really small. And it's like they've dropped off.
Well, if you come over here, it's like they've been picked clean. Like, look here.
Yeah, so these,
Like, literally.
yeah, so these here, when we came last time, had berries on them.
It's not a deer, because even the top ones are off.
I just think it might be some kind of a heat issue where it was too hot. Something happened. Maybe the birds came in and got them.
Oh,
Last year,
could be birds.
yeah, nothing. Nothing got them. And I was really surprised because I thought, I'm surprised the birds don't get them. But right now, we don't have any. This here is the reason why we named this Berry Point. Because there really is nothing but full-on Saskatoon bushes. Try and find one Saskatoon in there.
Well,
Maybe,
way back there.
Yeah, maybe a couple. Not many.
No.
I know. I'm really, really quite sad by the whole thing. So these are wild Saskatoons and they are so good. I did a bit of reading up about Saskatoons and they are just an absolute superfood. Not to mention that they taste amazing. They're definitely my favorite wild berry. This is where we first got off the boat and then made our little camp. And this is where the bird bath was originally put up.
That's right.
I don't know what these things are. Like I said, I have to go and find out.
Maybe one of the viewers can tell us.
The leaves are,
But look, they're all picked here, so it might be birds, honey.
I think so. I think so. I think the birds, or maybe Mr. Bear came along and had, but you know, they're not ripe. So that's why it makes me think that it was a weather thing, because we have had very odd weather. I really do feel disappointed about that because I was really hoping to freeze them to maybe make my first Saskatoon pie.
Yep, that kind. I vote for pie.
I know. Okay, well, it's okay. It's all right. It'll be okay. There's always next year. This is where we had our fire. This is where we cleared all this land out.
Our first kitchen was here.
Had a really, really nice time here.
Yeah.
But on to bigger things.
It was nice here.
Yeah, it really goes down a long ways. Nice cool breeze because it's hot today. Guess I'll take a little boat ride.
Nice job. back to base camp?
I guess so. I can make some dinner. Ah,
Okay.
I tell you, this is sure one way to get cool on a super hot day. Just go for a boat ride.
I sure love this island. It's a rewarding, active, and energizing lifestyle. The more we continue to build out this homestead, the more our full-time life here comes into focus as we strive to create a safe, sustainable, and permanent home here.
Okay, we just went looking for the reason that my Saskatoons are not going to flourish this year. And now we're going to run out to the area behind the shop and take a look and see how things are going there. We're just so hot today. So we're going to have a little walk to the back and see if any more trees have come down. Hoping not. Oh, it's not bad back here. The flies are kind of bad back here though. Anything else going on? Okay.
Got lots to cut up still.
Okay, oh yeah, there's some ribbon. I can use that ribbon to tie up my tomatoes.
Yeah.
You want to go to the barge?
Yep, sure.
I like this little road that we have in here now. A little wooded road. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
I like the fall, the mist and all. That's it, that's all I got.
I like the night owl's lonely call and wailing sound of wind around. I like the gray November day and bare dead boughs that coldly sway against my pane.
Whoa, honey.
I like the rain.
Honey, look at
I
these.
like to sit and laugh at it and tend my cozy fire a bit.
Here,
I like the fall,
sit.
the mist and all. You were saying?
Look at these here. They're just about down to the floor. Getting lower and lower.
Was that ladder always like that?
It was a little straighter.
Would be so dangerous. That would be so dangerous to go in. I wouldn't send anyone in there ever.
The whole house is raked.
It is slowly pulling apart, isn't it? Oh.
It's sad.
It is sad because it's really lovely. They sure have a nice view. So that will be our view soon.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lake there through those windows, lake there, and lake there. So, seems as though it makes a lot of sense. I could see a nice big porch. Wow. Yeah. There is a lot of stuff that needs to come down. I think this should stay, this one. So what are these for now?
That's proper flashing.
That's proper flashing that we just haven't done?
Yes.
Haven't done?
I think. Let me just look at the kind it is.
We just have a list as long as our arm of things to do.
That doesn't look like the right flashing.
Gotten so much. No?
No, it doesn't.
Oh no. We're just checking this out now after a year.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh dear. You don't think so?
Well, it looks the same as the other stuff.
Yeah. What was the issue before? No, this,
no,
this looks different to me.
It is different.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks different. Hey, doesn't that look a bit twisted right now? Or is that just an illusion? It looks like it's actually twisted.
Looks like it's low on the back.
Yeah, it really does. Well, honey, I think it is. Now, how could that be?
Has to do with the front. If I raise one of these up, oh, are your feet wet or hot? Here, get off here.
Okay, this is odd. This is odd. I can't see that. I've not seen it look like this before.
It looks low.
It does.
It looks like it's low to the left at the back. To me.
It's weird. I wonder if it's just shadows and just an illusion. Huh.
Hard to say.
I hope we're not taking on water. This little barge has been grounded more than once and may have sustained damage to the hull. I just don't know, so I'll have to pop open the hatch and take a look.
Not nice?
Oh.
Oh, it's not too hot.
Hello, honey. Hello. Hello.
My dolly. That's my dolly girl. Yeah, it is my dolly right there. Hey? That's right. You like me today, don't you? Hey? You like me today? Well, 1 day out of 7's not bad. I'll take it. Hey? I'll take it. Why don't we go wash your toes? Come on. It's all right. See?
Look at the water. You're getting all nice and clean.
Let's fix you. Oh, there we go. Look at, I just got my shoes soaked.
Some dogs like the water.
I think she will once we go in it.
Well, I feel I think she went in last summer. Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna put my bare feet on. Gonna take her for a little walk in the water.
Yeah, she's got so much dust and dirt, and it'll cool her off. She'll probably be thrilled.
She'll probably drink it. How does she do this? Come on, Opal. It's not sandy.
Not there.
That's not bad. Come on, Opal. Come on. Let's go. Come on, puppy. There, you're in the water.
Like she doesn't mind a bath at all.
The water-
There you go.
The water's nice and
Look
cool.
at how nice and cool you are.
Oh, does that feel better? Oh, she's gonna be filthy later.
Oh no, the dust, yeah.
Come on, honey. Let's go a little deeper. Come on. Come on.
She's nervous about that.
Come on, honey.
Oh, is she swimming?
No, not yet. Oh, there's a dolly. Here's it.
There you go. That's fun. You're so nice and cool now.
Does that feel better? Eh? Does that feel better?
I wonder what she's thinking.
She's thinking, what's he doing? There
Because
you
it's such warm water, too.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This is just what every sweet little doggy needs. A day at the doggy spa. Soft music, a warm bath, and finishing it all off with a nice pedicure. Life is good.
You did it. Good girl. Do you have one more to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come here, honey.
Good girl to open me wee.
Oh, that's a good dolly.
Yes. Wow. Okay. This is a bit of a span. This is a bit of a span.
Not for a dainty lady like you.
That's, well, for one with bad spine, it's not good.
Go off to your left there.
Let's just see, huh?
Off to your left. There's a bit of a...
See, I used to be able to do any of this stuff. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, there's two more. Here, I'm gonna bring one of these. Oh man, no. I'm not. This is yarrow. My mom taught me that. Yarrow. Okay, that heap of unbelievable
Cabin right
mess.
here.
There was a little cabin sitting right here, maybe more of a, well, it was a cabin, wasn't it?
There was a little cabin right here. There's a tiny little structure.
Yeah, some kind of structure. And so we want to shake this all down, get all the dirt out of it. We want to clean this up because I mean, we're talking 75, 80 years ago.
We'll be able to. We'll be able to clean a lot of it.
Yeah. Brian was saying the other day, we were kind of marveling at the fact that every single thing that's on here now, we had to bring over either by that little tiny boat or the barge. So here's our big, huge load of logs. Yikes, I'm always scared that there's going to be more trees that have fallen. But that big, big one spiked right behind that little shelter.
Hey.
Here are our other 2 Adirondacks. These chairs are for 2 visitors.
She needs to run. Look at her go.
Oh my word. Oh no. Okay, I'm scared she's gonna get stuck in this log pile underneath. Come on.
We have come a long way so far, and as I look around, I see a ton of work still to do. The irony of it all is that this road to a simpler lifestyle has been anything but simple to navigate. Even so, it sure is fun. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us by clicking the thumbs up icon on YouTube. We invite you to also subscribe and click the bell. You'll be notified when we upload new content. Please invite your friends and family to come along too. Bye for now.